couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at this Jaguar defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. And some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The Chargers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine. Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down now, it's Hampton, and he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 36. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And now an audible here into something else. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Jaguars. Raheem Mostert. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Third and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man here, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now a play fake here on first down. And And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Now, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, it's difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Hampton. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
18 Rattler.
Second and 11. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Lawrence will throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back.
And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Flush to his right. That's swung out to Mostert. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
On first down, Lawrence looking long for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. They're only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mostert is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Touchdown, LA! Malik Neighbors with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run with Mostert up the middle. And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets him to about the 44. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On play action, Lawrence. He completes it to Hunter. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First target, first catch at a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Now Lawrence on first down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown Jaguars. KJ Hamler, 42 yards. And the Jaguars are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
19 Charger, 19 Charger, 19 Lions.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 145 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Bigsby will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
70 Rangers.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Well, they've got the slim deficit. Decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit, but boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee you, he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Here's Mostert. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Raheem Mostert with career touchdown number 70. And the Jags are on their way to a 2-0 start. Myers connects on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let it fly. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Here's 1st down. He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our...
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position.
That he's into the clear. Down to the 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. That he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. But Charles, happy.